tech company, Taiwan is the place for custom chips for products like an iPhone. But if you're a hedge fund, it's the place for something else. Confidential data that could give you a trading edge. Bloomberg technology reporter Tim Culpan is on the phone with us from Taipei. And Tim, you have an amazing story. This is kind of the nuts and bolts end of these insider trading investigations we've seen here. Tell us what you found.
Hi, Lizzie. Well, basically, since at least 2004, we know that analysts from the sell-side brokerages were getting their hands on production data from Taiwan chip makers. Now, these are chip makers that actually make chips to the custom designs of manufacturers or chip makers that we know in the U.S. like Culpan and Broadcom. So the sell-side analysts were able to get their hands on this kind of data and really get a very good and close picture on what the forecasts were looking like a quarter or two ahead. And basically from there could make very good predictions on what specific customers of the Taiwanese were going to be doing.
And who are the parties involved here? I mean, who are we talking about? Who are the customers?
Well, the main chip makers that we identified were Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co., TSMC, and their major rival, UMC. Between them, they have about 70% of the custom chip manufacturing market. Their clients are companies like Culpan, Broadcom, Marvell, and so forth. And basically, the information that was coming out of them was giving pretty much the rundown of what you would need to know if you wanted to try and guess what they were going to be doing in a few quarters ahead. So there's some very big U.S. names were having some of their information leaked to analysts.
But quickly, Tim, what is it about Taiwan that makes people able to do this?
Well, the thing about Taiwan is it's basically the center of outsourcing and manufacturing. We know that now that the iPhone is actually made by a Taiwanese company, which is mostly manufactured in China, but it's a Taiwanese company called Foxconn. The chips are made by Taiwanese. Computers are made by Taiwanese. We've got companies that most people in the U.S. haven't heard of called Quanta and Compal that make the notebooks for Dell and HP. If you want to know what any U.S. company is getting up to, you can try and get the inside edge on the U.S. You can try and get into those companies directly, or you can go to the guys who supply to them, and that's the Taiwanese. Basically, the whole tech industry, all roads do lead through Taiwan somewhere along the way. So the obvious place for anyone to go is to Taiwan.
All right. Well, Tim, thank you very much. It's a fantastic story.